Hey guys, Corey here with you for Dr. Marketing Tips, and I wanted to take a few minutes today to walk you through a few ways you can easily curate content for your social sites. I think one of the big benefits of signing up for Dr. Marketing Tips is that you can learn how to market without spending hours in a classroom, and you gain access and insight and tips and to stuff that just kind of works. You don't have to make these mistakes and figure out what's going on or aimlessly look around the internet. We'll kind of show you what works and what doesn't for your practice. So, anyway, I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about a few ways that you can curate content for your social sites. Now, one of the easiest ways that I've found to do that over the years is actually set up a Twitter account. I know a lot of you aren't too familiar or interested in setting up a Twitter account, but it is great at filtering in news. So what I've got up on the screen right now is actually the Twitter account for Dr. Marketing Tips. So if you haven't followed us yet, it's right here. It's twitter.com/Dr. Marketing Tips, and that will give you a nice, pretty follow button. You can join us and see all the things that we're talking about. But anyway, when you set up your account, you can go over here to the home section. So here you'll see your home screen, and what's great about this is after you start to follow a couple of people, Twitter actually suggests who it thinks that you should follow and who you would like. And once you kind of get on a roll there, you can follow a lot of industry professionals and leaders, thought leaders in other industries, news media, things like that. And the ideas will just start to flow, which is great. So if you scroll down here, you'll see just a ton of relevant things. Some not so relevant, but that's kind of the good with the bad. And when you want to take one of these, though, super easy. Let's see here. So this one right here is talking about using FaceTime on your iPhone or iPad products to bring care providers into visits when everyone can't make it into the office. So you can join this conversation if you like. You can retweet it, which will put it on your Twitter, or you can just kind of follow it and see what's going on. Or if you're interested, you can copy it and put it into something else I'm going to talk about in just a second. It's called Hootsuite. That's what we use to schedule and manage all of our social accounts for us and our clients. So I'll walk you through that real quick. But anyway, so once you set up the Twitter account, one of the great things that does is it unlocks a couple other sources that you can use to curate your content. One of my favorites, it's called Sway right here. It's swayy.co. You'll see that I've got the Twitter account for Dr. Marketing Tips set up and also my LinkedIn account. Now, the reason that that's important is because it pulls trending sources from those accounts and tells me what people are interested in that are following me or that I'm following. And this is super easy. So it gives me all of the topics matched for your audience. By the way, this is totally free. You can set up 3 accounts on your dashboard here, totally free. So right here, just the first thing, healthcare orgs prepare for cyber threat readiness test. Now you can click this article and then it'll actually take you to it. Or you can press share right here and it turns it into a tweet for you. It even gives you suggested hashtags. You can add those and you can share it right now and you can even schedule it for later. So you could look at this for 2 minutes and schedule your whole kind of social setting for the day or for the week. I would assume that a lot of you guys might be interested in this story right here on the left. The pace of healthcare spending is likely to speed up. It's got graphs and charts and all kinds of fun stuff. So again, what you can do, share. And if I had a Facebook account connected, I could also put it on Facebook. I can put it on my personal LinkedIn and Twitter. I can still use those hashtags and I can decide to share it later. I can post to a group on LinkedIn, not just my personal account. And again, all of this is totally free. And that's the reason that I said you have to set up your Twitter account first, because it will then pull the things that you're interested in and the things that your audience is interested in into Sway. And it makes your life so much easier. It saves you a ton of time and money. What's great about this too is you can click over here and view analytics. And just real quick, let's just look at some of ours for Twitter. This is just in the past, I want to say the month or so that we've been using this. 7 retweets, couple of mentions, but 62 new followers is great. And again, it's just a few minutes a day, and that's all it really takes. The last thing I wanted to talk about was Hootsuite. So this is the social media account management system that we use for our clients and for ourselves. And what it does is I've got the Twitter tab open here, and you can see once you configure this, which by the way, there will be a separate webinar on how to actually set up a Hootsuite account and get everything rolling. But right now we've got our home feed, our mentions, scheduled tweets, and our direct message inbox. And what's wonderful about this is the same home feed that's on the Twitter main page right here. But I can also see when anyone is talking about us, and I can also see what we've got scheduled. I can compose a message right here. So let's say I see something on Twitter, not that I want this one in particular, but I can copy it over right there and hit the scheduling button, and now I can schedule that for any time I want, any day of the week and at any time. If I come up with an original idea, I also put that in here. You add a link, it'll shorten it, you can follow those analytics, and what this does is it allows you to create a really strong content schedule for your social media accounts without spending a lot of time, making sure that you don't have to sit in front of the computer for a couple minutes a day to figure this stuff out. You could sit down in 20 minutes a week and bang out an entire week or two of posts this way. And I think that is immensely valuable to all of us when our schedules are strapped and our budgets are strapped, and you're just looking for anything that you can get your hands on to make your life a little bit easier. I think that these are a couple of tools that will really do that. So that said, I want to say thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk to you soon.